Day Siouxland.
Wake up, wake up. Good morning and thanks for joining us this Wednesday for Good Day Siouxland. I'm Morgan Mobley. The spotlight turns to Siouxland tonight as Morningside College prepares to host the second Iowa gubernatorial debate of 2018. That's our top story. Incumbent Governor Kim Reynolds will take the stage with Democratic challenger Fred Hubbell tonight at 7 p.m. The candidates squared off over Medicaid privatization during the first debate that was at Des Moines Area Community College last week. Reynolds last met with Hubbell this past Sunday for a public forum discussing Iowa's struggling mental health system. Also speaking at that mental health forum was Libertarian candidate for governor Jake Porter. Porter, who earned 7% in a recent Iowa poll, has not been invited to attend any of the 3 scheduled debates. Porter says his presence on stage would expose Iowans to a lot of different ideas. Again, tonight's debate is scheduled to start at 7 p.m. at Morningside College. You can expect a recap during our evening newscast at 10 p.m. Visit our website, SiouxlandProud.com, for your complete local election coverage. With midterm elections just weeks away, there's no need to wait to make your voice heard. You can vote early at your local county auditor's offices. Here in Woodbury County, the election offices are on 620 Douglas Street. They're open at 8 in the morning, Monday through Friday. If you're looking to vote in person, you have to show an acceptable form of ID. That'll include a driver's license, passport, and this year, offices will start accepting tribal IDs as well. Woodbury County Auditor Pat Gill says early voting is an easy way to make sure your vote counts.
People always have a concern about how their government is being run, how they're being impacted by government, and so this is the one way, the most basic way that you can voice your opinion about the way things are going as far as the governmental impact that on people's everyday lives, and so that's why we encourage people. We think it's very important.
Uber and Lyft are offering a unique service this election day. The rideshare apps announced plans to offer free and discounted rides to the polls on November 6th. Lyft is working with Vote.org and TurboVote to provide users with discounted rides, as well as partnering with the nonpartisan nonprofit group Vote Latino. Uber is partnering with #VoteTogether and Democracy Works to provide similar options for riders. Uber will also offer a Get to the Polls button the day of to help voters quickly find their polling place. As winter approaches, so does flu season, and this week one South Dakota college is working to help keep folks flu-free. KCAU-9's Jacob Russo was in Yankton to find out how.
Towards the end of every year, a strain of the flu virus begins to spread across the United States. And every year, pharmaceutical companies release vaccines designed to prevent or to lessen the effects of that specific strain. Doctors say this is the best way to stay safe.
If you get the flu shot, one of the benefits, it may keep you from getting the flu. But if you do get influenza, even though you've had the vaccine, its course, its duration may be shorter, and the intensity of the illness may be shorter. So you won't have as severe of a case.
At Mount Marty College in Yankton, nurses and nursing students are administering the flu shots to children and families who need them for free.
Flu shots are very important to try to prevent the transmission of influenza in the population. So the more people who are immunized, the less likely that flu will be spread.
Haley Nelson is a mother of 3, and she appreciates having this vital resource offered to her family and the community.
To keep my children safe from getting the flu, you know what I mean? It's very important that they stay well. It's great for everybody, you know, to come down and get their flu shot. It's very important for everybody and everybody's kids.
In total, the college will give out nearly 1,000 vaccines to those who want them to get through the season. In Yankton, Jacob Russo, KCAU-9 News.
The doctor we spoke to also recommends washing your hands frequently and going to the doctor immediately if you think you're beginning to show symptoms of the flu. There are new details in the case of the missing journalist in Saudi Arabia. Now things could escalate to a diplomatic crisis. We'll have the latest out of Washington coming up in about 4 minutes.
And I'll have more weather coming up with Weather on the 9s next.
Wake up, wake up.
You're watching Good Day Siouxland with Morgan Mobley and meteorologist Austin Kopnitsky from KCAU-9 News. This is Good Day Siouxland.
Today we're here to talk about trucks.
I love trucks.
Well, what truck brand comes from the family of the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size pickups on the road?
I think it's a Chevy.
Ford.
It's not Ford.
I think it's Ram.
Not Ram either.
That's
Chevy.
Gorgeous.
Get a total value of $11,000 when you finance with GM Financial. That's over 20% below MSRP on this Chevy Silverado. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
I'm a fifth-generation Iowan. This state is in my blood, and it defines who I am. I was blessed to play baseball in 7 different countries, but I'm home now, playing for Team Iowa, and I don't like what I see. After 16 years, I see a representative that does nothing to help us, who isn't showing up. But I am, because we deserve a representative that works as hard as we do. I'm ready to stand tall for all in Congress. I'm J.D. Schulten, and I approve this message.
Good idea. Wearing winter boots in winter. Bad idea. Wearing flip-flops in winter. And driving on your summer tires in winter is a little like that, too. So here's a great idea. Visit your neighborhood discount tire for confident traction when temperatures drop below 45 degrees. And right now, get a $50 rebate when you buy any set of winter tires with Discount Tire Credit. Discount Tire, America's neighborhood tire store.
When you buy one of these Milwaukee M18 Fuel HD toolkits at Baumgart's this week, on sale with $20 off, you'll also get an M18 High Output HD 12 amp hour battery free. When you want the best diet for your pet, get the one vets feed their pets, Science Diet. This week, large bags of Advanced Fitness, Small Bites, and Large Breed are $4 off.
What you need when you need it at Baumgart's.
One new show tells the stories that connect us.
I hate my job.
Hate it. You said we were just having fun. There is no us.
It's not that I don't want to live. I don't want to live like this.
A Million Little Things, new Wednesday on the ABC.
Welcome back. Well, viewers, it is Austin's birthday today, and he ordered up a beautiful day for it, too.
I did, yeah. I wanted to make my forecast real easy for my birthday. So we have a nice sunny week ahead, gorgeous temperatures. It's going to be fantastic. More sun today, more sun this entire week. The warmth is going to be sticking around. We do have a few days that it's going to be on the cooler side, but we are going to be likely staying dry throughout much of these next 7 days. So that is some good news out there. And yesterday, we really heated things up, got up to 64 degrees out there. Normally we just reach about 63, but we've been below average every single day in October except for one, and now counting yesterday, we have 2 days that are above average, but we will likely see a few more days above average before this warm and dry streak does finally come to an end. But now temperatures are on the cooler side, 32 in Sioux City, Lamar's, Cherokee, and Storm Lake. We do have some 20s in Spencer and Sheldon right now, just about 29 and 27 degrees, so we're still just about a few degrees warmer than yesterday, but still on the cooler side. Our wind speeds right now have calmed down dramatically from yesterday. A lot of even calm spots out there, but we were seeing spots yesterday seeing up to 15 miles per hour, gusting up to 20 and 25 occasionally. Won't have to worry about that today. A lot of calm conditions, also just winds up to about 5 miles per hour. But where we are seeing those winds, we're seeing a little bit of a cooler wind chill. It feels like 26 whenever you do have that breeze moving in Sioux City. It feels like 27 in Wayne, so it does feel on the cooler side. You're going to need a jacket to start this morning, but by the afternoon, you're going to put that jacket away in your bag and not even think about it until tomorrow morning. Our forecasted highs are expected to be again in the upper 50s in the North Sioux area and even creeping up to the mid 60s in Albion. So some very warm temperatures out there. Northwest Iowa looking much of the same. On the cooler side, however, just 51 in Esterville, but mid to upper 50s for most, and even some low 60s when we head down south to the Missouri Valley. So again, another gorgeous day out there. We are expecting plenty of sunshine and even a few days above average. The next two look like we're going to be slightly above that average before a cool Sunday, and then we warm right back up afterwards. And on top of that, we are seeing plenty of sunshine, already seeing a lot of clear skies this morning. That's going to continue right when the sun does eventually rise, and we're in for a fantastic week ahead. Morgan?
Thanks, Austin. New reporting overnight that could escalate a diplomatic crisis between the U.S. and Saudi Arabia. Our ABC correspondent Molly Hunter is in Istanbul with the details.
This morning, new details on the alleged hit squad accused in the disappearance of writer Jamal Khashoggi. The Washington Post obtained passport scans from Turkish officials, and the New York Times reports at least 3 of the suspects served as part of the Crown Prince's security team. One of those has been pictured traveling with the Crown Prince. But President Trump warned against rushing to conclusions. He repeated multiple times that the King and Crown Prince personally denied any knowledge of the attack. And Secretary of State Mike Pompeo left Riyadh this morning after meeting with King Salman and Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. All smiles, Secretary Pompeo thanked the Saudis for a thorough and timely investigation. But it's been 2 weeks and critics don't agree. Khashoggi, a Washington Post columnist, was last seen walking into the Saudi consulate in Istanbul on October 2nd. According to reports in the Times and the Post, anonymous Turkish officials say they have audio and video proof that Khashoggi was killed inside the consulate. And according to the AP, anonymous Turkish officials say the forensics team also found, quote, certain evidence Khashoggi was killed there, even after a cleaning crew was seen arriving at the building Monday. A source now tells ABC News that the Saudis may be ready to admit responsibility for Khashoggi's death, reportedly as part of an interrogation gone wrong.
Now, after yesterday, no one should have any doubt how important that U.S. relationship is to the Saudis or the lengths that President Trump will go to protect it. President Trump told the AP that this is another case of guilty until proven innocent, comparing this to the allegations against Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh. Molly Hinter, ABC News, Istanbul.
An investigation is underway after a semi struck a school bus from behind with 25 kids inside. Pierce County and State Patrol confirming that a Boyd County school bus stopped at a railroad crossing on Highway 20, 2 miles east of Osmond, Nebraska, when it was struck by that westbound semi. They say the bus did have its flashing lights activated. 3 of those kids were taken to a nearby hospital. The rear of that school bus receiving significant damage, especially to the upper half of the body. What looked to be the rear door of the bus could be seen laying on the road several feet behind the bus. Meanwhile, the semi-rig ended up in the opposite ditch. 3 students were injured and transported to the Osmond Hospital. One of those students was transferred by helicopter to Nebraska Medicine in Omaha. None of the injuries appear to be life-threatening. The drivers of both vehicles were not injured. Kids who come from some tough situations will be getting a little more help thanks to a Siouxland women's group. At their meeting Tuesday night, 100+ Women Who Care chose Youth for Christ as its quarterly beneficiary. The organization chooses a new nonprofit every quarter, and every member donates $100. They're able to contribute up to $10,000 to local charities like the Siouxland Sleep Out, who received a donation from 100+ over the summer.
The operating budget to keep these places open and what kind of grants and other funding you can get, you really run short, and you really rely on the community's donations to keep everybody open.
Over the 2 years they've been in Siouxland, the combined men's and women's 100+ groups have donated over $160,000 to local charities. Networking and mingling with local downtown business owners is the focus of a new social activity known as Stop and Sip. Once a month, 5 Sioux City businesses, all within walking distance of each other, open their doors, giving folks a chance to learn about the business and what it can offer. During stops, the guests get the chance to sample new wine and beer products. This month's introductions includes the Pride Group of Northwest Iowa.
They just gave me a call and asked was I willing to do it, explained it all, and I said fantastic. So we want to get out in the public. We want people to know what we do here, and when people walk by, we want them to understand and know that there are members out there.
If you missed this month's event, no worries. Another Stop and Sip event kicks off on Tuesday, November 20th. You can learn more about the events by contacting Downtown Partners. A popular Siouxland hot dog shop is about to celebrate a big birthday. Milwaukee Wiener House turns 100 next week, and this shop has a week-long celebration plan. It all starts next Monday. The celebration includes a proclamation signed at City Hall. Brew City Brewery will be starting at the Wiener House, and a Customer Appreciation Day. The owners of Milwaukee Wieners say a century of support from the community has been life-changing. Howard is embracing fall veggies today in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. A delicious and nutritious butternut squash recipe is coming up in about 7 minutes. And we'll have more from Siouxland's most accurate weather forecast with weather on the 9s. But before we head to break, here's a look at the local market numbers and stocks.
Download the KCAU 9 weather app today.
Discover America's best-selling brand at Woodhouse Ford. Shop Woodhouse first and lease an all-new 2018 Ford F-150 Super Crew for only $249 a month. Or drive away in a 2018 Ford EcoSport and lease for $199 a month. Shop at our 3 locations in Blair, Omaha, and Plattsmouth, or online at woodhouse.com. This is Woodhouse Ford.
Now at Menards, save big money on your next project with 11% off everything. Save on Pro-Rib Steel Roofing. Available in 24 colors. Just $69 per 100 square feet after sale price and 11% off. Spend more time relaxing with Ultra Deck. Low maintenance composite decking. Right now, 8, 12, and 16-foot lengths are just $150 a linear foot after sale price and 11% off. Stop waiting and start saving with 11% off everything. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at MidAmerican Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
The Iowa Secretary of State's office wants you to be voter ready for the November 6th election. It's easy. Register to vote, bring your ID, or sign an oath of identity and cast your ballot. Register, prepare, vote. For more information, visit voterreadyiowa.org.
What would you do if a date asked you how much you weigh?
Ask him how much his mama weigh.
All new Family Feud.
Weekday mornings at 11 on KCAU 9.
Good day, Siouxland, and welcome back. It's the start of another fantastic day out there, but now still very chilly out there, 32 degrees. We do have a westerly breeze of 6 miles per hour. Humidity a little bit higher than what we saw yesterday, but that is going to drop off. We're not expecting a humid day out there. Good news for the temperatures, because once that sun starts to rise, these temperatures are not going to be too far behind it. We're going to be seeing upper 50s, even some low to mid 60s in some spots across Siouxland this afternoon. But now, again, a chilly start, below freezing in Spencer, Esterville, and Sheldon, in the upper 20s for some spots. So we are seeing some cooler spots out there, but again, we are all expecting to heat up quite a bit today. Esterville 51, but then as we travel to the other side of our map, 59 in Sioux City, and then the mid 60s by the time you reach Albion. So we do have plenty of warmer temperatures out there expected. But let's take a look at this school day forecast. It's not going to be bad. It's going to be a chilly start out there, just 35 degrees, but then we will warm up back into the upper 50s right by the time the school bells ring at the end of the day. So you'll need a morning jacket, but then that's going to be put away in your backpack by the end of the day, because we're just going to have plenty of sunshine and another fantastic one out there. And if you like what we have, 65 degrees on Thursday, a warmer 67 on Friday. Then we cool down for Saturday, just a high of 55 degrees. But no fears, we're going to heat right back up for Sunday and Monday. Lower 60s expected. A gorgeous week ahead. Plenty of sunshine throughout. We're already starting with some clear skies. We had just a few clouds over the Sioux City Metro. Those have since dissipated. We have some more clouds coming down from the north right now. But as you can see, very, very weak clouds, not much associated with this, and right when that sun does come up, that's going to burn those away. We might see just a few clouds out there, but plenty of sunshine for much of the rest of the day out here. Again, dry conditions, our dew points very low today. We are expecting dry conditions later on, and again, that's just going to help us heat up our temperatures, warming right up right when that sun does rise, and we'll have a great week ahead. But now we're going to toss it back to the control room, where we are finding our own Morgan Mobley.
Thanks so much, Austin. The CDC is out with new numbers on the illness with polio-like symptoms. Authorities are calling the spike in numbers mysterious. ABC's Kenneth Moten has details in today's GMA First Look.
In this morning's GMA First Look, so many unanswered questions as concern grows over the spread of a baffling illness paralyzing children. 4-year-old Camden Carr from Virginia has been in the hospital for weeks. His parents say it started as a sinus infection, but quickly escalated, leaving him barely able to speak or move.
I can't tell you how he feels and how he's hurting.
or anything, so it's heartbreaking.
After spikes in 2014 and 2016, the CDC says we could be seeing a similar outbreak. This illness affects less than 1 in a million, but it's serious, said the CDC is urging parents to look for any sudden weakness in the arms or legs. And coming up at 7 a.m., what parents can do. With your GMA First Look, I'm Eva Pilgrim, ABC News, New York.
Nobody gets your carpet, tile, or hardwood as clean and healthy as Stanley Steamer.
Call or go online for our $99 special.
Call 1-800-STEAMER. Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
We all want white teeth. You know, doc, how can I get whiter, brighter teeth? And the dentist really has to say, let's take a step back and talk about protecting your enamel. It's important to look after your enamel because it's the foundation for white teeth. I believe dentists will recommend Pronamel Strong and Bright because it's twofold. It strengthens your enamel, but then also it polishes away stains for whiter teeth. So it's really something that's a win-win for both the patient and the dentist.
If you come to Burlington just to buy a coat, here's what you're missing.
Great fitting jeans.
Tons of boots.
My favorite brands. So much for the home. Makeup. The latest fashion.
All the great brands at a fraction of the cost. Hello, Burlington. Bye-bye Coat Factory.
It's time now for Simply Siouxland with your host, Jessica Ray.
I'm joined by Christy from Big Brothers Big Sisters of Siouxland. Thanks for coming in.
It's always fun to chat with you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, and I'm so excited. We're talking about both of our favorite things right now. Tour of homes.
Holiday tour of homes, and this year we're proud to announce we're at Dakota Dunes. We have one beautiful home in McCook Lake, and then the rest are in the dunes. I don't know which one's my favorite, Jessica. They're just beautiful.
Right.
The homeowners are wonderful, generous people to allow us to come into their home. We have 5 fantastic designers. You're not going to want to miss their creativeness and their generosity to us. It's an exciting event.
And going on these tours, if you see something, you can buy it because that is a local thing, as you were just saying.
Absolutely. These designers have impeccable taste, and there's something you think you have to have for your home, which I want everything.
Right.
And yeah, you can contact the designer and purchase items.
Now, the Holiday Tour of Homes is also very important because it is a fundraiser.
It is. 100% of the proceeds stay right here in Sioux City to help what we do, our agency, of which is matching our bigs and littles, a tremendous mentoring program.
Yes, absolutely. So not only can you have fun, we can also help out the local community. Where can you buy tickets?
Go online, call us, or stop in. We'd love to sell you some tickets.
All right. Thanks so much, Christy. If you haven't been on the Holiday Tour of Homes, please go. It is a blast. And like Christy just said, it helps a good cause. There's a phone number right there.
With the changing of leaves comes the changing of the cookbook.
So Howard takes on a fall classic in today's Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
The next time you go to the market, take a few extra minutes and check out all the different types of squash. If you're like most people, you sort of just walk by them since you're not really sure what they are or what the heck to do with them. So let me share a couple of my favorites. These here are acorn squash. They get their name since they're shaped like an acorn. After we cut them in half and remove the seeds, we can roast them with a little butter, salt, and pepper, and are they ever tasty? Now, these big things are butternut squash. Again, these and the acorn squash are both gourds. After cutting them in half and removing the seeds, they're ready to be roasted, boiled, or mashed. But today, we're going to turn these into fritters. After peeling and grating them, we mix them with some chopped onion, an egg, a little flour, and salt and pepper. Then we carefully spoon these into some hot oil until they're crispy and golden. Who would think those strange-looking squash could be so darn good? Maybe drizzle on a little syrup to make them extra tasty. The recipe for our butternut squash fritters is online now, along with a bunch of our other favorite squash recipes. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a gorgeous way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
And Kelly approved.
Oh, yeah.
The second Iowa gubernatorial debate of this year is happening tonight, and it'll be in our own backyard. Details on the debate coming up in about 6 minutes.
And I gotta say it, but ooh, this forecast is so good. We have a wonderful Wednesday ahead of us to start. I have your details next.
Like KCAU-9 on Facebook today. Baumgars has mobile Delvac oil for all diesel engines, from pickup trucks to big rigs. It's on sale this week with up to $70 in rebates. Mobile Delvac for long engine life. Purina Kit and Caboodle original and indoor formulas provide 100% complete and balanced nutrition for indoor and outdoor cats. And now they're just $9.69.
What you need when you need it at Baumgars.
Aloma Vapor Superstore, Siouxland's choice for vaping supplies. A staff of experts to help you get the device that's right for you, with over 350 flavors and the latest and best products for the new or experienced vapor. Aloma Vapor Superstores.
Winnebago's Casino Resort presents the Big Truckin' Giveaway. You could win a 2018 Nissan Titan, GMC Canyon, GMC Sierra, or $20,000 in cash.
Untruckin' believable.
Join us every Tuesday and Thursday to win your share of over $6,000 in cash. Then join us Sunday, November 4th for the second truck giveaway. The Big Truckin' Giveaway, only at Winnebago's Casino Resort. More winners, more often.
That's truckin' awesome.
Hi, I'm Jamie. This is me. This is me. This is not me. I'm going to mod my dining room at Mod House Interiors. Is this me? Maybe. Perfect. Mod House Interiors. I found my mod. What's yours?
Hi.
Hi.
You're picking up your SUV, right?
Yes.
Well, we not only fixed the dents, but we added a few things. Built-in 4G LTE Wi-Fi, Apple CarPlay compatibility, and a 7-inch diagonal touchscreen. We also painted it.
Whoa, this is a dark car.
It's a Chevy.
You're right, this is the Chevy Equinox. All those features come standard.
It's pretty much everything mine's not.
What more could you want?
Get 16% below MSRP on all 2019 Chevy Equinox LT models when you finance with GM Financial. That's over $4,800 on this Equinox. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Now, you know how much I love yogurt, but did you know just how much sugar could be added to just 1 cup? You put your favorite brands to the test. All New Oz.
Wednesday at 3 on KCAU-9.
Good day, Siouxland, and welcome back. It's the start of another glorious day outside under Portneuf Welding Company's Skycam. We can see some clear skies overhead, just some light winds, but overall, fantastic conditions to start out our day. Now we're pretty chilly, 32 degrees, westerly breeze of 6 miles per hour, not really helping things out too much, but we do have a little bit of some higher humidity than what we saw yesterday. That's going to change this afternoon. We're expecting that dry air to stick around through Siouxland, so that is some good news. Again, we're going to warm right back up to this afternoon. Yesterday, we heated up to 64 degrees. That is a degree above our normal. Only the second day this month that we've seen above average temperatures. It's been a chilly start to October, but it looks like that is coming to a close. Starting with yesterday, the warmer temperatures do continue, but this morning we lost a lot of that heat. We didn't see many clouds overnight, and again, that dry air heats up and cools down a lot faster than whenever you have moisture in the air. So that was a couple of the conditions or why we brought down our temperatures to even the lower 30s or sub-freezing temperatures. But our wind speed's still going, but not nearly as strong as yesterday, just about 5 miles per hour for most. 6 in Storm Lake, we have 5 in Carroll, a lot of calm spots out there. But where we are seeing those little bit of winds, we're seeing a drop in our wind chill. It feels like it's 26 degrees in Sioux City, 32 in Cherokee, but just 26 in Storm Lake, right next door where they're seeing a little bit of some winds. But we are going to warm right back up today, heating up to 59 in Sioux City. We do have a nice toasty 66 in Albion, but we're all going to be seeing some 50s and 60s this afternoon, and that's going to stick through much of this next week. A chillier Saturday ahead, but it's not even going to be that cold out there. 55 degrees, still the high. We're going to be in the 60s for most of us. A really great day and week ahead of us. Now, the relative humidity is high this morning. morning. But again, that's going to be changing. We're going to see a lot of dry conditions. We're not even seeing any clouds this morning, so that is some great news. That's going to be continuing through this afternoon. We don't have any chance to see any rain or anything of that nature, so that is some more good news. But we could see a few clouds a little bit later on. That's just about it. A few more tomorrow, but again, staying dry, so we're really not worried about any precipitation at all. It's going to look like a gorgeous week ahead. 59 degrees today, sunshine. It's going to be warm out there by the time we reach tonight, cooling back down. Still on the warmer side, 40 degrees out there, but staying clear. And then tomorrow, 65 degrees, a few clouds out there, and that's pretty much your 7-day forecast. I can show it to you if you'd like, but it's pretty much today on repeat for much of the next week. Upper 50s, lower 60s. It's going to be a fantastic week ahead. Morgan?
Looking forward to it. Thanks, Austin. The spotlight turns to Siouxland tonight as Morningside College prepares to host the second Iowa gubernatorial debate of 2018. That's our top story. Incumbent Governor Kim Reynolds will take the stage with Democratic challenger Fred Hubbell. That'll be tonight at 7 p.m. The candidates squared off over Medicaid privatization during their first debate, which was at Des Moines Area Community College last week. Reynolds last met with Hubbell this past Sunday for a public forum discussing Iowa's struggling mental health system. Also speaking at that mental health forum was Libertarian candidate for governor Jake Porter. Porter, who earned 7% in a recent Iowa poll, has not been invited to attend any of the 3 scheduled debates. Porter says his presence on stage would expose Iowans to a lot of different ideas. Again, tonight's debate is scheduled to start at 7 p.m. at Morningside College. You can expect a recap during our evening newscast at 10 p.m. tonight. Visit our website, SiouxlandProud.com, for your complete local election coverage. With midterm elections just weeks away, there's no need to wait to make your voice heard. You can vote early at your local county auditor's offices. Here in Woodbury County, the election offices are on 620 Douglas Street. They're open 8 in the morning, Monday through Friday. If you're looking to vote in person, you have to show an acceptable form of ID. That includes a driver's license, passport, and this year, offices will start accepting tribal IDs as well. Woodbury County Auditor Pat Gill says early voting is an easy way to make sure your vote counts.
We'll always have a concern about how their government is being run, how they're being impacted by government, and so this is the one way, the most basic way that you can voice your opinion about the way things are going as far as the governmental impact that on people's everyday lives, and so that's why we encourage people. We think it's very important.
Uber and Lyft are offering a unique service this Election Day. The rideshare apps announced plans to offer free and discounted rides to the polls on November 6th. Lyft is working with Vote.org and TurboVote to provide users with discounted rides, as well as partnering with the nonpartisan nonprofit group Vote Latino. Uber is partnering with #VoteTogether and Democracy Works to provide similar options for riders. Uber will also offer a Get to the Polls button the day of to help voters quickly find their polling place. As winter approaches, so does flu season, and this week one South Dakota college is working to help keep folks flu-free. KCAU-9's Jacob Russo was in Yankton to find out how.
Towards the end of every year, a strain of the flu virus begins to spread across the United States. And every year, pharmaceutical companies release vaccines designed to prevent or to lessen the effects of that specific strain. Doctors say this is the best way to stay safe.
If you get the flu shot, one of the benefits, it may keep you from getting the flu. But if you do get influenza, even though you've had the vaccine, its course, its duration may be shorter, and the intensity of the illness may be shorter. So you won't have as severe of a case.
At Mount Marty College in Yankton, nurses and nursing students are administering the flu shots to children and families who need them for free.
Flu shots are very important to try to prevent the transmission of influenza in the population. So the more people who are immunized, the less likely that flu will be spread.
Haley Nelson is a mother of 3, and she appreciates having this vital resource offered to her family and the community.
To keep my children safe from getting the flu, you know what I mean? It's very important that they stay well. It's great for everybody, you know, to come down and get their flu shot. It's very important for everybody and everybody's kids.
In total, the college will give out nearly 1,000 vaccines to those who want them to get through the season. In Yankton, Jacob Russo, KCAU-9 News.
The doctor we spoke to also recommends washing your hands frequently and go to the doctor immediately if you think you're beginning to show symptoms of the flu. He's back on Twitter and back in the headlines. We'll show you how Kanye West is changing lives in Africa. That's still to come. Plus, postseason volleyball has begun in Siouxland. Sports director Jordan Furby will have the highlights when we return.
Download the KCAU-9 weather app today.
Vernardi Honda Sioux City is celebrating their grand opening. Join us Monday, October 15th through Saturday, October 20th. While there, register for a chance to win a new car. That's right, you can win a new Honda Civic with our Hands on a Honda promotion. Keep your hand on the Civic the longest to win. Plus, register every day for prizes drawn Saturday, October 20th. Win a private hunting trip, Vikings Lions tickets, Hawkeyes Huskers tickets, a spa day, or a $500 shopping spree. Don't miss the Vernardi Honda Sioux City grand opening, October 15th through 20th. VernardiHondaSiouxCity.com/grand opening.
Have you heard? Tyson Foods Dakota City offers a starting wage of $16.30 per hour with an excellent benefit package in both processing and harvest, medical, dental, vision, tuition reimbursement, paid vacations, paid holidays. Apply now at TysonFoodsCareers.com. What are you waiting for?
Wrangler Retro. It's a modern take on the classic Western style. Wrangler Retro jeans embody our most independent spirit. That thing that lives and breathes inside all of us, that knows no limits or boundaries. A style that exudes confidence and turns heads. An attitude that says, we'll follow no one. Walk boldly and head west in Wrangler Retro. Take 25% off men's and women's Wrangler Retro jeans this week at Baumgart's.
Hi, I'm Jason Shrunk, owner of Shrunk Roofing. Has bad weather done a number on your home's roof? Call Shrunk Roofing for a free estimate today. Our local insurance and roofing experts will give you a full evaluation and show you exactly what needs to be done to keep your home in perfect condition. Has your siding cracked or faded? We do that too, and we offer many financing options. At Shrunk Roofing, we're proud supporters of the Siouxland community. So if your roof or siding is junk, call the experts at Shrunk. Check us out at shrunkroofing.com.
Excuse me, this bill is almost double what I was expecting.
Well, it covers all your work, and then some.
Then some?
Like office supplies.
Those are fish.
Well, I'm off to the club.
Then some?
Okay, let's try something new.
And here's your statement.
I could hug you.
Bring it in.
At Aspen Dental, we're a different kind of dentist. Not covered by insurance? Get a free new patient exam. Schedule online or call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL.
First, Fred Hubble admits he wants to raise taxes.
We're going to have to peel back all those tax cuts.
Now, he's trying to lie about it. Don't be fooled. Hubble wants higher income taxes, higher sales taxes, even higher property taxes.
We're going to have to peel back all those tax cuts.
Under Hubble's plan, the average family pays $1,000 a year in higher taxes. Can you afford that? Liberal Fred Hubble. He's going to raise your taxes.
Have you heard? Tyson Foods Dakota City offers maintenance workers a starting wage of $20.50 per hour with an excellent benefit package. Medical, dental, vision, tuition reimbursement, paid vacations, paid holidays. Apply now at TysonFoodsCareers.com. What are you waiting for?
Good day, Siouxland, and welcome back. Another great day ahead of us. We had a great day behind us a few days back even. 32 degrees to start today, a westerly breeze of 6 miles per hour. Now we are seeing some higher humidity, 92% right now, but that is going to significantly drop off. We are expecting these dew points to stay in the 30s and even just the low 40s a little bit later on, but our temperatures on the cooler side, a pair of 32s in Sioux City and Lamar's. Orange City up to 34 degrees right now, but still just 30 in Denison, and we even have some 20s in Spencer and Sheldon, so another cool start, but we have another warm afternoon. Take a look at these forecasted highs. 59 degrees for Sioux City, a little bit cooler in northwest Iowa, but I'd just say a little bit cooler. We're still going to see mid to upper 50s and even warmer as we head into Nebraska and South Dakota. 61 in Wayne, 60 in Yankton, all the way up to 66 degrees in Albion, so some warmer temperatures are on the way again this afternoon, but it looks like we're going to have a chilly start again. Just 35 degrees by 7 o'clock. Morning jackets will be necessary, but by the time we reach the end of the day, getting right back up into those upper 50s. You will not need that jacket right when those final school bells ring. It's going to be gorgeous out there, plenty of sunshine, and we are going to be staying dry, so that is more crucial news. It looks like much of the rest of the week is going to be pretty much looking like this. Morgan?
Thanks, Austin. Postseason volleyball began in Iowa's smaller classes, and Iowa State may have a hefty fine to pay. Sports director Jordan Furby has it all in our morning sports wrap.
Good Wednesday morning, everybody. Let's talk some sports. Well, hard to believe, but just 6 weeks from yesterday will be a pretty big day in Iowa. Not just Election Day, it'll also be the first day of state volleyball. Now, postseason action began Tuesday evening in classes 1A and 2A. Schools playing Tuesday need 4 wins to make their way to Cedar Rapids. Let's start up in Hinton. In Class 2A, the Blackhawks hosting Lawton Bronson. Winner gets number 5 Unity next Monday, and always good to see the Hawks nest. Second set, Hawks up 1-0. Aspen Coffee with a nice shot in for the point. Eagles, though, would answer back off the dig. Riley Wagner dunks it down for the score. But Hinton would take the first set. Check out the placement from Claire Kipp. Precise and accurate to the back corner. Hinton takes the first 25-18 and into the third, that was the second 25-18. Then into the third, they go on cruise control. Coffee with another jolt of a kill. And then how about her teammate Shelby Young serving up the ace. Blackhawks win in straight sets, 3-0, and they are on to the next round. Just down Highway 20, Woodbury Central hosting MVAO-COU. Winner will face West Monona coming up next week. First set, it was the Cats dominating early. Maya Manker gets the kill to go between the blockers. Then it's Piper Gibbs with the swing off the net and in for the score. Woodbury Central cruising, but the Rams would answer. Haley Drenkon with a nice send-over for the point. But it was all Cats from there. Gibbs is going to set herself up and come home with the point. Woodbury Central takes the first set 25-11, and they're on to the next round, 3-0. Some other scores from 2A. HMS is on to play number 3 Western Christian next Monday. They grab the 3-0 sweep over Sibley-Ocheyedan, as does Sioux Central. 3-0 winners over North Union. They will get Emmitsburg coming up in the next round. South O'Brien sweeps its way past West Sioux. They'll face West Lyon coming up next Monday. Also moving on is Boyden Hall. They get the sweep over their rivals from Rock Valley and will play Central Lyon in the quarterfinals on Monday. And then Esac County also moving on with the 3-1 win over Alta Aurelia. They will get Ridgeview coming up on Monday. Down to Class 1A, Westwood welcoming in Kingsley Pearson. Panthers jump in front early. Chloe Peshaw is going to split the defenders for the kill. KP up 4, but the Rebels would fight back. Cara Dries with the quick reflexes catches the defense off guard to pull them within 2. Then more from Westwood. This kill attempt is going to pinball around before Kaylee Smith knocks it over for the point. But KP not backing down. Mackenzie Goodwin uncorks one cross court to pull the Panthers within 5, but it would be all Westwood from there. Brenna Pike with the first set winner here. Rebels roll the rest of the way. They win it 3-1. So they'll get the winner of this one between River Valley and Siouxland Christian. Eagles up 2-0, and they keep it going. Peyton Doenhofer drops in the serve for the ace. Then SCC would go to Sydney Segerman. She smashes it in to give the Eagles the 14-11 lead, but the Wolverines claw back. Tara Haleman with the diving dig gets under it enough just for the point. Then River Valley showing off their firepower. Katrina Todd sends it into the back line. Wolverines within 5. But the Eagles pull away from there. Sarah Goach with the match-winning kill. Eagles are moving on to the next round, 3-0. Some other finals from 1A. MMCRU gets past Trinity Christian 3-1. Next up for them is number 2 Galen. Harris Lake Park moving on with the 3-1 win over George Little Rock. They will face Clay Central Everly, who swept Storm Lake St. Mary's. And finally, Arweva grabs the 3-0 win over Audubon. Newell Fonda also moving on to the next round with the 3-1 win over West Bend Mallard. And finally, over in Ames, the Fun Police, a.k.a. the Big 12 Conference, has fined Iowa State $25,000 for, quote, not following pre-established post-game celebration policies when fans rushed the field following the Cyclones' 30-14 win over then 6th-ranked West Virginia. Iowa State has since announced that it will appeal the Big 12's decision. Can't have any fun anymore. That's a look at your Wednesday morning sports. We'll send it back to you.
Thanks, Jordan. Hip-hop icon Kanye West is making headlines again this morning. He's taking a break from working on his upcoming album to spend some time at an orphanage in Uganda. West gave a special performance for the 100-plus kids in attendance, revealing snippets from his highly anticipated Yandi project due out in November. West also donated pairs of his Adidas Yeezy shoes to everyone in the village.
It's beautiful, but we will be back very soon to build with the children. Yes.
West also reportedly donated Beats speakers to improve the music listening experience at the orphanage. After the break, we'll have 11 minutes of commercial-free news with a recap of your top stories.
And, of course, a final look at your forecast all next.
Good morning. Coming up on GMA, the latest on the disappearance of that missing Washington Post columnist. The reported evidence now in question as President Trump warns about rushing to judgment, suggesting the Saudis are innocent until proven guilty. It's all coming up, plus more, only on GMA.
The devastation is enormous and the need great.
KCAU-9 and the American Red Cross have partnered to help those affected by Hurricane Michael.
Just go to SiouxlandProud.com and click on the Donate to the American Red Cross tab.
And help those who need it most.
Hey, Siouxland, Fleet Farm has everything you need no matter what season it is. Hurry in for hot deals like Stay-Bill Storage Fuel Stabilizer, 40% off, just $2.99. Superior quality hardwood fuel pellets, 45% off, only $2.49. Neutrina horse feed, $5 off per bag. And KT Woodlands bird food, 50% off, just $3.49. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
It's a brutal thing to do. The governor is cutting funding for mental health in our state, and they got people in the hallways lying in beds with no place to go. That's just not how we take care of people. That's not how we build our state.
For years, we've been involved on issues around mental health.
So together, we decided that we needed to get involved to address the mental health crisis.
At the end of the day, it's all about trying to help one another.
We will make sure that everybody has good education, good health care, good safety in our streets, and a good opportunity to be successful.
Your family relies on your internet connection for everything from banking and shopping to social media and gaming. And that requires more bandwidth to keep everyone going. Right now, you can get speeds up to 300 megs for as little as $39.95 per month from Long Lines Broadband when you bundle with cable TV and phone. Make sure your family has the speed they need with no download data limits. Long Lines Broadband, Siouxland's broadband leader.
What does your phone and an auto show have in common? When you go to BillionAuto.com, everything. Start searching over 7,000 vehicles instantly. Chevys, Kias, GMCs, Toyotas, Fords, Hondas, Rams, and much more. Plus, view 360 panoramic view videos. Negotiate your best deal on all pre-owned vehicles and apply for credit pre-approval all within a matter of minutes. 17 new car brands and thousands of used cars, all in the palm of your hand. It's like an auto show every day at BillionAuto.com.
Rick Bertrand, proven results for Sioux City. Rick Bertrand led the way and passed the largest income tax cut in Iowa's history, saving Iowa families money. Rick Bertrand, labeled by former Governor Branstad as the guy who finished Highway 20. His past efforts in the legislature to protect our seniors have been lauded by the AARP. Bertrand will continue to fight for Northwest Iowa and the creation of high-quality jobs.
Hi, I'm Rick Bertrand, positive, focused, and committed to our Sioux City. Humbly asking for your vote this November 6th.
One new show tells the stories that connect us. I hate my job. Hate it.
You said we were just having fun. There is no us.
It's not that I don't want to live. I don't want to live like this.
A Million Little Things, new Wednesday on ABC.
Good day, Siouxland, and welcome back. We've had a few very nice days behind us, and we have a lot more ahead of us. Plenty of sunshine coming out right whenever that sun does rise. Now it's going to be a gorgeous afternoon, plenty of heat. By the time we move to Thursday, we could see a few clouds, but that's about all the action we're going to be seeing here in Siouxland for the rest week or so. That's just about it. We are going to be seeing sunshine returning on Friday, staying dry throughout. Take a look at today, 59 degrees, plenty of sunshine, also very warm, a little bit cooler than what we saw yesterday. Tonight, 40 degrees. It's going to stay clear, also a little bit warmer than what we saw this morning. Tomorrow, heating up to 65. We're really going to be seeing that heat pushing through. A few clouds, but it looks like that's one of the few chances we're going to see clouds this week. Plenty of upper 50s and lower 60s. Overall, just a picture-perfect week ahead. Morgan?
Thanks, Austin. The spotlight turns to Siouxland tonight as Morningside College prepares to host the second Iowa gubernatorial debate of 2018. That's our top story. Incumbent Governor Kim Reynolds will take the stage with Democratic challenger Fred Hubbell. That'll be tonight at 7 p.m. The candidates squared off over Medicaid privatization during the first debate that was held at the Des Moines Area Community College last week. Reynolds last met with Hubbell this past Sunday for a public forum discussing Iowa's struggling mental health system. Also speaking at that mental health forum was Libertarian candidate for governor Jake Porter. Porter, who earned 7% in a recent Iowa poll, has not been invited to attend any of the 3 scheduled debates. Porter says his presence on stage would expose Iowans to a lot of different ideas. Again, tonight's debate is scheduled to start at 7 p.m. at Morningside College. You can expect a recap during our evening newscast at 10 p.m. and visit our website at Siouxlandproud.com for your complete local election coverage. With midterm elections just weeks away, there's no need to wait to make your voice heard. You can vote early at your local county auditor's offices. Here in Woodbury County, the election offices are on 620 Douglas Street. They're open at 8 in the morning, Monday through Friday. If you're looking to vote in person, you have to show an acceptable form of ID. That includes a driver's license, passport, and this year, offices will start accepting tribal IDs as well. Woodbury County Auditor Pat Gill says early voting is an easy way to make sure your vote counts.
People always have a concern about how their government is being run, how they're being impacted by government, and so this is the one way, the most basic way that you can voice your opinion about the way things are going as far as the governmental impact on people's everyday lives. And so that's why we encourage people. We think it's very important.
Uber and Lyft are offering a unique service this election day. The rideshare apps announced plans to offer free and discounted rides to the polls on November 6th. Lyft is working with Vote.org and TurboVote to provide users with discounted rides, as well as partnering with the nonpartisan nonprofit group Vote Latino. Uber is partnering with #VoteTogether and Democracy Works to provide similar options for riders. Uber will also offer a Get to the Polls button the day of to help voters quickly find their polling place. And with campaigning in full swing, a big name will be stopping right here in Siouxland for J.D. Scholten this week. U.S. Senator Bernie Sanders will be at Morningside College this Saturday. He'll be voicing his support for the Democrat running for the 4th Congressional District nominee. Sanders is set to appear at 5:30 Saturday night. As winter approaches, so does flu season, and this week one South Dakota college is working to help keep folks flu-free. KCAU-9's Jacob Russo was in Yankton to find out how.
Towards the end of every year, a strain of the flu virus begins to spread across the United States. And every year, pharmaceutical companies release vaccines designed to prevent or to lessen the effects of that specific strain. Doctors say this is the best way to stay safe.
If you get the flu shot, one of the benefits, it may keep you from getting the flu. But if you do get influenza, even though you've had the vaccine, its course, its duration may be shorter, and the intensity of the illness may be shorter. So you won't have as severe of a case.
At Mount Marty College in Yankton, nurses and nursing students are administering the flu shots to children and families who need them for free.
Flu shots are very important to try to prevent the transmission of influenza in the population. So the more people who are immunized, the less likely that flu will be spread.
Haley Nelson is a mother of 3, and she appreciates having this vital resource offered to her family and the community.
To keep my children safe from getting the flu, you know what I mean? It's very important that they stay well. It's great for everybody, you know, to come down and get their flu shot. It's very important for everybody and everybody's kids.
In total, the college will give out nearly 1,000 vaccines to those who want them to get through the season. In Yankton, Jacob Russo, KCAU-9 News.
The doctor we spoke to also recommends washing your hands frequently and go to the doctor immediately if you think you're beginning to show symptoms of the flu. People along the southern coast are still feeling the impact of Hurricane Michael. Right now, the death toll has climbed to 18 as neighbors struggle to get food, water, and electricity. Florida Governor Rick Scott is praising the Trump administration for the assistance it's provided to relief efforts in the area. One Siouxland business is pitching in to help those impacted by the destruction. They're calling it Operation Barbecue Relief. Seaward Triumph Foods here in Sioux City is sending 2 semi-trucks full of pork to Panama City, Florida. This isn't the first time Operation Barbecue Relief has helped out hurricane victims. After being founded in 2011, the relief has helped feed more than 2 million people impacted by disasters across the U.S. If you're looking to help those impacted by Hurricane Michael but aren't sure where to start, you can donate from our website. It's part of our Neighbors in Need Relief for Hurricane Michael. If you head to Siouxlandproud.com, all you need to do is click on the Red Cross logo on our homepage. It'll take you directly to the donation page. You can donate by mail and phone as well as website. Despite the growth of mentoring programs and educational opportunities, cyberbullying remains a serious concern across Siouxland. That's the opinion of expert panelists leading a public discussion on the subject in Sioux City. The annual forum is part of the community collection series of meetings held throughout the year. The founder of Prevent Bullying Today telling the group that cyber threats are real and growing in nature.
It's not safe at all. Traditional schoolyard bullying is still prevalent. I mean, it's more so than cyberbullying at this time, but it's closing fast. It's 24 hours a day, so that makes it a challenge.
Officers with Sioux City PD, County Attorney P.J. Jennings, as well as several community activists all participated in that discussion. Kids who come from some tough situations will be getting a little more help thanks to a Siouxland women's group. At their meeting Tuesday night, 100+ women who care chose Youth for Christ as its quarterly beneficiary. The organization chooses a new nonprofit every quarter, and every member donates $100. They're able to contribute up to $10,000 to local charities like the Siouxland Sleepout, who received a donation from the 100+ over the summer.
The operating budget to keep these places open and what kind of grants and other funding you can get, you really run short, and you really rely on the community's donations to keep everybody open.
Over the 2 years they've been here in Siouxland, the combined men's and women's 100+ groups have donated over $160,000 to local charities. Networking and mingling with local downtown business owners is the focus of a new social activity known as Stop and Sip. Once a month, 5 Sioux City businesses, all within walking distance of each other, open their doors, giving folks a chance to learn about the business and what it can offer. During stops, the guests get the chance to sample new wine and beer products. This month's introductions includes the Pride Group of Northwest Iowa.
They just gave me a call and asked was I willing to do it, explained it all, and I said fantastic. So we want to get out in the public. We want people to know what we do here, and when people walk by, we want them to understand and know that there are members out there.
If you missed this month's event, no worries. Another Stop and Sip event kicks off on Tuesday, November 20th. You can learn more about the events by contacting downtown partners. A popular Siouxland hot dog shop is about to celebrate a big birthday. Milwaukee Wiener House turns 100 next week. The shop has a week-long celebration planned for it. The celebration includes a proclamation signed at City Hall. Brew City Brewery will be starting at the Wiener House, and a customer appreciation day. The owners of Milwaukee Wieners say a century of support from the community has been life-changing. And a final reminder, you can take KCAU 9 News with you wherever you go. All you have